guys and girls, Jokester here, bringing you another episode of Infinite Choices. We are up to episode 9 already, and we've got some fun stuff going on. Well, not too much has changed in here. I did, however, in multiple travels, I'll talk about in a second, found a Dr. Trayorus? I don't know, but his trades aren't very good, but I wanted to keep him. It was kind of cool. He has power 2, nothing special. He has books for emeralds. It's okay. I did the math, and it's not too much. It's just a little more expensive than just the paper. And he's got a written book, which will get emeralds, but that's about it. So nothing special, but I thought it was fun. He was from a chance cube. So that's about all that's been done in here. However, I have all my trees planted, the slime trees, which is fun. I have gone through and done the upgrades. This is a space upgrade. I think it's like 3 times as much. It's just iron. But all of these have the status upgrade because that's important to me. I want to stop by here and look. And you'll notice that our bread is completely full. And if I eat, it just fills me right back up. And we're slowly filling up on rice now. The timer's working really good. Still haven't done anything about using the actual additions one, but, it's all good. We've got this down here now. I have set up this to store the excess coal. And so as new wood comes in, it gets cooked up in here. Turns into that, gets stored in here, and the excess wood goes over here, which is really cool. Cool. So the other thing is, you can see that I've been traveling a lot. And so let me get down here to where my base is. Base is right here, right? And so I've been traveling a lot and all over. And just looking for a desert. Haven't found a desert yet. I can't get any cactus. I'm dying here. So yeah, I found some cool stuff, right? This, and then over here, this whole area. And what these are is, let me get here, is these are really cool trees. They are just the coolest trees, and that's what these are. This is called the Darklands Oakwood. I love it. I think that's just cool. It's an animated texture for the tree. And so if we go up here, let me hover here. So if we go up here, you can see there's very little leaves on here. So I had to cut down a lot of trees in order to get the saplings to finally fall. But I did, and I was able to plant it, and it grows on normal stuff, and it's pretty cool. I wanted the green because I've made this sugarcane, right? And if we look at the sugarcane blocks, it's pretty straightforward. It's just straight sugarcane. And then, of course, you can make other building blocks, and that's what I did. I made some of these, half slabs, and I made the fences, and then I chisel and bits this. So we'll go over that in a little bit, or maybe another episode, talk about both the chisels and bits and also chisel. And so the chisels and bits is what I did here, and I just kind of made a sort of a pagoda. We don't have any of that going on in this pack, the automated stuff, so I made my own. I don't know. It looks okay. And I had regular glass up here, and I'm going to eventually put the greenhouse glass from Actually Additions up here. Let me show you that. Greenhouse. So this greenhouse glass actually helps things grow faster. I'd love to do it, except it requires this empowered palace crystal and the power, right? We haven't done this in this series yet. We'll get to it. So in the meantime, I had white glass up here, then I chiseled it into quite clear glass, and you couldn't even see it. I didn't like that at all. So I wanted green stained glass. I wanted cactus, and thus my hunt, multi-hour hunt. And yeah, my disabled. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I wanted something other than either white or the almost clear other kind of glass. So I finally I said, you know what, I'm going to use the Botania flowers. And so I made dye out of Botania, green dye. I don't like this color. I like some of the other options, but it's fine. It's a placeholder anyway. So I'll clean this up. I got to change where the that stuff is, just kind of printing it up. So anyway, I don't know, whatever. So today we've got some ambitious stuff today. You see, I have made 4 wind generators. I've already made these, so here's a refresher on the recipe. It's not too bad. Now that we've got a little bit more resources, I have a diamond shovel. I've got an extra resonator, and the only new one is this diamond generator. Now the diamond generator if we look at the recipe, does require some diamonds. Now, remember, I've been able to get that horse armor and stuff, but I'm almost up to a full stack. Even though I'm using it now, I'm actually growing in that with all the times I find diamonds. Also, out in the ocean, let me show you something real quick. Out in the ocean, as you're going along here, there's forestry balls that are under the ground, and balls by like as big as the craters. You know, the craters from immersive engineering. We haven't really explored one, but like take a look at this, right? So this is a crater right here, and it's a great big ball, and I don't know, it's probably 20 across, and so that's what these forestry balls under the water. In fact, you might even be able to see. Yeah, see, you can see one right here. Let me try to get zoomed in here. Here's one right here. And so that would be one. And if you dig in the center, they are, that's a chunk, right? So 16 one, here's one, here's one, here's one, here's one, here's one, here's one. They're all over. And inside of them, they have diamonds and emeralds and lapis. So you see I now have 21 lapis blocks where I had very little before. So I'm getting a lot more of that, which is really cool. But I've been running really low on redstone, so I had to go mining. And anyway, I'm getting too involved, right? I've been doing all kinds of fun stuff off screen. But this diamond generator, it just needs an iron generator, which then needs a stone generator, which needs a wooden generator, and you just work your way up, right? So I've created that because it produces 160 RF. Now let's look at the generators. This is something that most of the people who are starting, the FTB Infinity Light, the Direwolf and stuff, we're all starting to get to the point now where we need resources and we want to create quarries. And so we are at that stage. So let's talk about efficiency, how to do the best early game quarries. In general, we have a couple different ways we can do the blood magic. The blood magic whole theme is, well, let me actually do at blood magic. There's a lot of great stuff here. It's an infrastructure. You got to work towards things, and they've got a quarrying option. There is the let's see, it's the extra utils. Is that what it is? Yes, it is right there. Okay, it's the quantum quarry actuator and the quantum quarry itself. So you have this. It has 6 sides. You surround all 6 sides with this, and yeah, that's how you create your power. And that's okay. That's a pretty cool way. It does require another star for that, and quite a bit of diamond, endstone, enrod. We haven't gone and gotten the enrod yet, but I believe you can make them yet as long as you get the pop course fruit. But we haven't found the extra islands yet. But anyway, it's kind of endish game. But McJady, with his wonderful RF tools, provides a really cool device called a builder. Now, the other thing I want to show is I see so many people like hunting. You know that you can put the mod name as with an @ and then you can type in what you're looking for in that mod name by putting a space. So if I want to look for builder, there you go. There's my 2 options for builder. Okay, so I see so many people, hunting around. They don't know how to search, do multi-level searches like that. You can also do, say, builder, or I want to say quarry, right? So now here's all your quarrying options that are named either builder or quarry, just by separating it with a pipe that's above the enter key, right? The key above the enter key. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to use this builder block, and it requires a bunch of things here. So let's create one of these guys, and then we're going to need some of this. Now, I believe I cooked up. Let me grab my bricks. I gotta find them. I might have put them over here. There we go. Got my bricks. Okay, here. I want to do 2, 3, 4 of those, and I think that's good enough for that. Okay. Now we have the builder block. We have to add a shape card with it, or some sort of shape card. So we have the basic quarry. We have a silk touch quarry, which requires a nether star and all kinds of good stuff. We have a fortune quarry, which actually is a little more palatable at our level. I believe we might have a guest here, but we don't have any of these dimensional shards, but that's pretty cool. We can take this regular quarry card and have a clearing silk quarry card, and we can have a clearing fortune card. So this is one I might go for. It leaves a big hole in the ground. It's kind of epic. I personally don't like that, but I do like the look of it, right? Most of the time I just go for the regular one. This fills it in with dirt. It's not the, it's not needed, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So maybe we'll go ahead and wrap that around and with glass and 2, 3, 4, and we'll make a clearing one just so we make it look really cool. I mean, everybody likes that, so we're going to go with that. All right, let's do that. And then we're going to make this one. I have already made the diamond shovel and the diamond pickaxe. And then lastly is we're going to go for the clearing, but I got to grab the, notice I told you I've been getting all the direwolf loot bags. Man, I'm getting a ton of glass. There's just so much. And of course, not to mention the amount of, look, I've had to put a diamond up here because this is 4,700 of these things. 73 stacks. That's how many of the loot bags I've gotten that are direwolf 9x9 loot bags. Pretty funny. Pretty funny. So this is very simple. We just surround this with this and cool. Now, that's awesome. We have the ability to quarry, except for we're going to power this bad boy. We're going to need to power it, but how do we power it? We have a couple different ways. We've got these wind generators, and if I were to place them in the ground, at ground level, oh, we can't do it in here, but if we place it at ground level and I'm quarrying at ground level, and that's where I put power, it's going to give us 55 RF. So 4 of them, that'd be roughly 200 RF. Not bad. Even better than our 160 here, and it's free power. Now, what if you don't have a mechanism in your pack? What if you don't have the cheaty OP mechanism to use these wind generators? You'd go with like a diamond generator, and that's why we use the percussive automation. It's really neat early game mod. So I'm going to do a couple of things, and we'll show you how to do that. But one of the things I want to get into is we're going to be leveraging these a lot in the series because these are wonderful, wonderful things. These are what's called power cells from RFTools. We're also using this builder from RFTools. Great, great mod. We love it to death because it is so neat. I'm going to use he's done so many cool things. So I need a bunch of these guys. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 because we're going to make 2 of these. And we're also going to need these prismarine shards. Well, how do you make prismarine shards? It just so happens you can take nether quartz and do that. So we need 4 of these. So let's take some nether quartz. I'll show you how to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And where's our atomic disassembler? Now, I want to show you something here. If I were to, let me remove my, I need to do something about my magnet. This, having to put it away, it's not the end of the world. It's just, it's not ideal. I'd love to be able to just click it and it turns off. But so anyway, if I throw this out there and I right click, it doesn't do it. You'll say, oh, you missed. Okay, fine. I will put it, oh, it went into my mining backpack. I need to take that back out. I need to turn that off. Shift right click turns it off. I'll dump this out. All right. You probably won't like that. How about if we put it right here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, right in front of it. And see how it's not working? I've seen a couple of videos lately that say, it's not working. What am I doing wrong? Do I have to make it a block? No, you don't. You have to put something in front of it. So if I were to do it right here, oops, let me get the 4th one. 3, 4. If I were to put it here, it works. Another way to do it is if I were to, I don't know, grab me a piece of iron, all right? And if I were to, oh, and I need a, I don't care what it is. No, I don't want to waste that. Give me one of these bricks. There we go. All right, if I were to put this down right here, and then I were to toss that out, then that would work too, okay? It just needs to have something behind it. That has changed from older versions. I don't know why. So LPEC, if you're watching, did that indeed confirm, or I mean, can you confirm that did indeed change? Because I don't remember having to put something behind it. So you can either put it here. I know a lot of people will have faced it this way, right? So that you have a little section here. I like it having out further so I can load up multiple blocks. Anyway, so if you can confirm that one way or there, that would be very nice. Thank you, sir. Gentleman and a scholar. Okay, so we've got 2 power cells. We're going to need 2 of these link cards. We're going to need some more paper, which is just 2 of these. All right, and boom, boom, boom. Okay, now the way these are going to work is that you place one down and you place another one down and you will put one of these in and that will assign it. And now you see it's link 1. I had to remove it for it to update, put it right back in. It's now link 1. That's its ID. So this guy is 1. This guy is unassigned for right now. So I've got link ID 1. You take this one and you put it in here and it will link this card to whatever this box is, right? Which will be 1. So now we put that in there. Now these are both 1. So now this guy is linked to this power cell here. We go over here, we put this in, and now they are link together and they will share everything together. So if I put power into here, then this guy will also be able to use that power over distance. There is a range limitation, or not. Sorry, there is not a range limitation. The further away it will lose a little bit of distance. It'll lose a little bit of power, right? So we will be working on that in a second. So we could put it here and then power it. I don't want to use main power base. I want to always have power here. So let's go somewhere. I'm going to set this up and we'll take a look at it. Okay, guys, we are if you look on my right-hand side, we're in an Extreme Hills Plus biome. I'm going Extreme Hills because maybe we'll get some emeralds. I don't know. It's in theory there's supposed to be a little bit more minerals and diamonds and stuff in the Extreme Hills, so we're going to give it a go. So the way I have this set up is the builder block here. I put the diamond generator. I've already got it firing on red coal, and it's filling up this guy. We've got 10 million RF, and so far we have 200,000. This is not the most efficient generator, but it generates the most. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be pulling the coal out of here, putting it into the resonator, putting it back into and turning it into red coal, and then putting it back into the diamond generator, thus supplying it with the coal we mine up in a vicious cycle. Here it'll be a loop and it'll be self-sufficient, and we will have plenty of this going on. So the way this works is I'm going to put a chest on top. I'm going to try this medium storage crate and see if that works. This looks daunting. It's not too bad. Now if we look at the shape card, what we do is we right click on it first, and it automatically comes nowadays as solid box. Leave it alone as solid box. That's what you want for Quarry. But you can look, there's a lot of different things in here. Just make sure it's on solid box, and that's your Quarry, okay? These numbers over here, RB in his recent thing said, I just adjusted here and he had trouble figuring it out. Well, there's a reason why we do this manually, because we know for sure, and you can adjust it accordingly, but trying to figure out these coordinates and get it to do what you want with the offset versus the dimension and XYZ on each, and it can be prone to error. So we tend to do it manually so that we can control it exactly. So the way this works is we shift right click on the builder, say, okay, this is what we're going to be controlling. Okay, for this builder, we want to go over here and do stuff. So I'm going to set it to, I don't know, maybe right here. Okay, this is going to be our first, our top left. So I'm going to right click on that. Now select the second corner. So we'll go way over here. We're just going to do this little mound, and we can take a look at the chunk boundaries. I don't care if I'm in the chunk boundary or not. Really doesn't matter. So we'll go way over here. I just want to make sure I stay in the Extreme Hills biome. So see, we went here, just Extreme Hills. This one's the Extreme Hills Plus, and this one's, get back to the Extreme Hills Plus here any second. Yes, no, an update to Extreme Hills Plus. Might be right here. Anyway, yeah, there it is, right there. Okay, so we'll say Extreme Hills. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig straight down. It doesn't really matter where we go. Oh, by the way, as you see while I'm digging down, I have an Emratic all-in-one tool, and it's glowing because I've enchanted it. Now that we've got a fun new way to enchant, yeah, I can create the Ender IO enchanter and make enchants that way, and it just requires some levels and some lapis and whatever specialty thing it needs. It's the way we've been doing it so far with those really cool Armor Plus ways. That's kind of neat, right? It's a new mechanic. So the Emratic is slightly faster. Still not happy with its speed, but we might put an efficiency on here. Oh, that's fun. Hi, bud. Not a problem, because I wanted to go down even further, and you were just hoping to help me. Okay, so it could be a little bit faster. It's okay if it's not. But it won't last as long as our obsidian one. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to, I don't know, I can pick a side, I can pick whichever one. I'm just going to pick this one right here. That's the bottom right, effectively. So let's head on up, and so now it says it's copied to this shape card. So we've got this done manually so that we know exactly where we're going, and it's absolutely prone to error. It is error-free, right? That's at least in theory. Get a little speed here. There we go, and planted. Okay, so now we can just right-click on this, and it inserts it in there. But I like to double-check and confirm. Good. We're getting some stuff where I almost have 1,000,000 RF. We'll blow through that in very short time. So you can right click. It is now, here's my dimension set. I would have never guessed that 103, we're at 107. Okay, that kind of makes sense, right? But negative 53 is an offset, so I only went down 53. It seems like it would have gone down 100, right? So I don't know. I'm sure it makes sense. It's just not intuitive. So what do I want to keep or what do I want to avoid? I want to keep everything but this. I don't want any of this stuff right now. And this won't be applicable, but at any time there's an OR dictionary for stone, get rid of it. I don't want granite. I don't want andesite or anything. So solid box, void everything, manually set this. I know it's set right. If you want to validate it, you can click this little button right here, and you can see what it's going to look like. Yep, looks good. That's exactly where we want it. There's not going to be much up top. That's fine. I don't need the wood. That's one of the reasons why you would make it go higher, is it would also mine the wood for you. You can also click these and it will set the box. It would redo that manual and it would set it right here, like at the northwest or southwest corner of this, on this way. We don't want any of that. We just want to do this. So that's pretty much it. We want to do a single run and stop it. It's going to clear it all. It'll be a whole empty hole here. We don't want to make any sounds. Entities are not moved. Well, we don't have anything on there. And I realized I forgot a stick, a lever, but we can take care of that pretty easily. And we will put that there and make this. We just made a lever, and so we are ready to rumble. So all we have to do is put that on there. This should be 2 pages worth of stuff. It'll be good. And yay, stuff's coming in. First thing we get is coal. Awesome, look at that. Boom, instantly coal. Let us get some sustainable power going. So we're going to need this. We're going to need just one of these. And we will then put this here and make sure no coal went in there. I don't want this connecting yet. So disabled for right now. This one's going to be insert, and it should only put, once I turn this on, it should only put coal in. Let's see. Yes, good. So now that is going in, but we also need this to be in and out. So we will say extract on green is fine, right? So we will extract whatever comes out of here, and we will put that in here. Now, we can't reach that before I was having to dig under. Let me show you this Yetto wrench. We will, oops, sorry, not right click. I'm rusty. That's my excuse. Okay, put that on. We would right click on that, and it would allow you to change. Now, if you can't get to it, you shift left click, and you say, I want the downside, I want to enable that, and I want that to just be insert, right, on green. So it's going to pull out of here, it's going to put in here, and boom, there we go. So now, as this thing fills up, it's going to take the coal out, put it in here, make us our red coal, put it back inside of here, going to keep this guy running with power, and yeah, we're long blown through that. And so, yeah, we're going to need some more power or just time. That's it. That's all we really need. By the way, this is a really neat new thing that McJada did. I believe you can turn that off. I thought we could turn that off in here, but maybe not. I know, you're all upset. It's okay. So that's it, people. That is it. We are quarrying. We are building up good stuff. And what I'll probably do is I will probably bring a trash can over and get rid of some of the extra stuff that we don't care about, like the limestone that didn't match the filter. Marble, I think I have enough. Clay, I'm full. Alabaster, we might want from environmental tech, right? We're going to need at least a couple stacks of that at least. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. So guys, I gotta run. We are way over the time. So when we come back next episode, we are going to go up in the sky and do something about that pesky things in my inventory. All right, guys. Well, have a good one. Talk to you later, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.